Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, and from the Bastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Doing well, thank you. The fire wood smoke from the forest fires was pretty bad this week, but it's stopped the last couple days. So now, whatever, life is good
All
or
right,
something.
nice. All right, today we are talking about the Perdomo Legacy Shade Grown Epicure. So this cigar is a Toro Extra 6x54. Comes out of the Perdomo factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Nicaraguan Shade Grown. Binder and filler are both from Nicaragua. It is blended by Nicholas Perdomo III. Price point is $13.50, and the cigar was released in May of 2025. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Overall, I thought it was pretty average. Like flavor experience wise, smoking experience wise. Like there's some cigars where like especially when I write review flavors, I can easily identify and I can just crank out a bunch of notes, right? Where something like this is like one of those where like I know off the bat it's a pretty like linear profile. In terms of flavors, there's something that's really sticking out. So there's a lot of like generalities in the flavors I tasted, like your typical cigar flavors of creaminess, sweetness, wood, but you can't really identify what of those flavors it like pinpoints to. Um, so
Hmm.
that's how I kind of felt about this. I didn't think any of the flavors were bad, right? Like distasteful, but because I kind of felt like it was kind of mundane, average throughout the whole thing. Overall, I rated it to be average.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
Jude's giving me a lot to think about there. That was a real thinking man's. And I'm thinking about that. Like if I were to
What I
smoke
really
this
meant was I
blind,
just look at the flavor wheel on my wall and I just pinpoint just
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. You just throw darts. No, I was
yeah.
just thinking like if I were to, someone was like, "Can you describe the flavor profile of the Legacy Shade Grown?" I'd be like, "Tastes like cigar." Like it's an interesting. Um, Although saying that, I did think the flavor combinations of the first third were good. But like as I described them, they're kind of checking a lot of boxes like dry tobacco, sweet wood, light plus spices, wood and spices in the post draw, sweet tobacco in the retrohale, baking spices, mild wood in the center. So like, those are all good, but it's not unique, it's not signature. And I think for me as it continued, it just became I don't think I would describe it as mundane. I would just say like the flavor profile tasted like something I've smoked 100 times. So like it's totally fine. And if you enjoy it, great. But I've tasted this at least 100 times, maybe 500 times. Just sweet tobacco, creamy wood, baking spices, and mild wood on the finish, creamy mild wood on the spices on the retrohale. So it's like, yep. And then last third, I think a little bit more dry wood, a little bit more earth, and then the spices actually were medium minus on the finish and post draw, which was kind of interesting. So very pleasant. Whatever. Construction, of course, was excellent. It's kind of what I would expect out of Perdomo. I kind of want to catch him though. I kind of want to catch him on the draw machine. I kind of be like, you didn't draw test this, but now they draw tested it. It's 40 inches of water. It's perfect. So the draw and burn were excellent. Yeah. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with dusty earth and toasted oak, along with a mild baking spice. Got some musty chalkiness that joined in pretty quickly. Later, the baking spice transitioned to black pepper, and the musty chalkiness increased a fair amount. Second, third saw the toast level increase, and the dustiness of the earth was pretty light. Then later, the musty chalkiness became even with the toasted oak, and then some creaminess joined in. Final third saw the earth increase its fullness, and the musty chalkiness mellowed a fair amount. So. Just an average flavor profile throughout, kind of focused around the earth, toasted oak, and musty chalkiness. I'm assuming the musty chalkiness is the component of this new tobacco that they're using, which is a wrapper on this one, but it's used to
Yeah.
think of the binder on the other two. But just not a very exciting flavor profile. Not a cigar I really see myself coming back to. I don't know that I'm a fan of this new tobacco that they're using. So haven't had a wowing experience from the two that we've smoked so far. All right, let's get into scores. We're going to start at the top with Seth, who wasn't able to join us tonight at 6.82. John gave it a 6.1. Jiunn gave it a 5.75, and I gave it a 5.65. So, John, how the 6.1 match up for you?
Yeah, this is a perfect 6.1. It's above average flavor profile with exactly perfect construction. Um, and I would smoke it again, like if someone gave it to me. But it's not something I think where the profile is stand out enough for me to actively seek out. So, glad Seth enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, Jiunn, 5.75.
No, I mean it's average taste profile. If somebody gave it to me, I'd smoke it. But then again, there's very, very few cigars that I would say no to if somebody gave it to me.
Yeah.
Unless if it was, well, we haven't reviewed that yet. Well, in traditional cigar world, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I the experience I got out of this, my gripe about Perdomo is all the vast majority of the ones that we reviewed, and no, I don't seek out Perdomos aside from the ones that we review. Um, so within the ones that we review, all kind of taste like this.
Mm,
Um, and that's my problem with it. I need something to, get my excitement.
yeah. My 5.65 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout, really good construction. I just had a little bit of a wavy burn, so nothing that's too big, but I would have been right there with Jiunn at 5.75. But yeah, just the overall mustiness, I guess, to the cigar just is not my thing. I like some mustiness, it's okay, but it's just a little bit over the top with this tobacco, I think. So it's just kind of a not for me kind of cigar. Any final thoughts from you guys on this one? No? All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. You can follow us on all the social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Legacy.